For the past 39 years, I've never had anything wrong with me. Now there is, and I'm very frustrated about it. Hey guys, I hope you've been keeping positive and motivated. If this is your first time here, I am Thor and I share my experience as part of my Life After Failure series to entertain, encourage and inspire you and people all around the world. For as long as I've lived, I've never broken a bone, needed surgery or had anything seriously wrong with me. And don't get me wrong, I count myself very fortunate. But I guess that is also the reason why I got so frustrated. It started just after my birthday in May. My right hand and more specifically my index finger and thumb started hurting, and at first I thought I might have just slept on it or something. But as days went on, the pain just intensified. Bending my finger, it felt like I was lifting weights. It felt heavy and somehow numb at the same time. There's also the pain that goes from the knuckle all the way into the lower part of the arm, which feels like someone's stabbing me. After a few weeks, I decided that for the first time in years, I would call a doctor, as the pain felt unbearable when doing mundane tasks, like unscrewing a bottle top or lifting a cup of coffee, and I felt no sign of improvement. I was in the middle of several projects, and I was never less motivated to work on them and, more importantly, finish them. I don't know about you, but I found the whole doctor experience added to my frustration. I was sent for an X-ray, which came out fine, but then speaking to a different doctor than the one before, he slags off the previous doctor, who basically said that he doesn't understand why I had an X-ray, as it would not show anything based on the symptoms I'm having. In a few weeks, I've now also had more blood tests than I probably had in my entire life. And I was referred to physiotherapy, but my appointment isn't until November. Thankfully, I was also referred to a rheumatologist, and after cancellation, I was able to see him earlier than expected. But he could not explain the pain that I was experiencing, so recently I had my first MRI scan in the hope to get a diagnosis and find a solution. And that brings us to today. I am still waiting for the results of my MRI scan as well as my physio appointment. The pain is still constantly there and certain things will aggravate it, and the exercises I was recommended to do don't seem to be helping. Recently, in addition to the pain I described earlier, I'm now having weird spasms in my fingers, and over the past few months I've been getting very used to using my left hand to do certain things. I find it quite interesting to see how easy that has become, which finally brings us on topic. I got so frustrated with not being able to do things the way I expected, at least not with my right hand, and this is where I had to shift my attitude and mindset. Rather than saying I can't, I had to ask myself the question, how can I? This may sound trivial, but if I'm completely honest, this is the only thing that kept my sanity. Using my phone or opening bottles with the left took getting used to, but there are some aspects that are not so easily resolved. Operating my keyboard and mouse for editing, for example. I had to finish the open project for my clients, and I also had to finish a video that I've been procrastinating to producing that was the only missing part to launching my website. I haven't posted videos regularly recently, and while I can blame my hand for this, it is actually a mindset problem. Having this I can't make videos attitude rather than a how can I make videos attitude made it very hard to overcome this lack of motivation. But I needed to find that how. Don't get me wrong, I love producing videos and I love being productive. But with this constant sting in my hand, made it very easy to make excuses. I went from being productive to binging reels and other content that left me even less inspired, which felt like going backwards, especially after my 30-day social media detox, which is another video I've been procrastinating. However, during my social media relapse, I came across a tweet from Matt Ragland in which he has invited others to join his own YouTube reboot through a 5-week 10-video challenge, which is exactly what I needed. A community-based challenge that would drive me to be producing 2 videos a week. When signing up to this challenge, I asked myself, how can I actually make this happen? And I came up with batch production, so that I only have to set everything up a couple of times and edit at a slow pace. That is the theory at least, and I'm excited to see how this goes. I have to prioritize my health, of course, but I am determined. For this challenge I will be posting on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and after a lot of procrastination I'm excited to finally publish my 5 takeaways from my 30-day social media detox as my second video this Saturday. I hope to be able to see you there, but in the meantime, stay positive and stay motivated.